hundreds of potential partners within your reach. But at the same time, those 100 potential partners aren't actually potential partners. They're just pictures of people, they're avatars, because you don't actually know that you're going to like that person. You might not even meet them in real life if you do match or you do talk on there. So it's this perception that we have so many more options than we do. But with your friends, I mean, how are they feeling? Are they feeling frustrated? Do they enjoy it? Is it like exciting for them?
There's a mixed review. Like my friend Adam met a girl on a social media, on a dating app, and they both had never been on a dating app before. They both tried it, and they both met each other, and they both got off the app.
Oh.
I'm like, that's perfect, best case scenario.
Yeah.
And he's been with her quite a while. She seems lovely. She's very fun. He seems like he's having a great time. So he got lucky. You know, it worked.
That's really cute.
Sometimes it works. But also sometimes it's just chaos. And sometimes you meet people and they're insane and they're on Adderall and they're fucking bouncing off the walls. And, you know, it's so hard to know. And also, when you're dating someone, you're dating their projection for a long time. It takes a while. You have to see them, you have to see them in adversity. You have to see their character tested. You have to see how they handle stress. You have to see so many. It takes so long to find out what a person really is like, unless you're lucky. Unless you find some like very transparent, very open person who's just like self-actualized, successful, doing the thing that they enjoy doing, and you find them very attractive. What are the odds of that? Like you have, like so many things have to go right with that person's trajectory for them to wind up at your, you know, at a table across a, you know, a restaurant when you're both 29 or whatever, and you're trying to figure it out. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredibly difficult. I always tell people, try to meet people in the world. Just try to like actually just meet people.
Yeah, the old-fashioned
It's probably
way.
better. But then who are you meeting? You're meeting people that are drunk at bars? Like, what, you know, I mean, maybe you could go to a rock climbing class and find someone who's interested in doing things that you like to do. Or someone who's adventurous. Yeah, hobbies. But more options than ever before, but also new challenges that, you know, when I was a young man, you have to go somewhere and meet people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
put
meet
the
them.
effort in.
Yeah.
Actually leave your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And generally, people were very unimpressed with you. It took a long time. You couldn't like have these filtered photos of you and picture of you in front of a Mercedes and pictures of you on a yacht and all these different things that people like to do now to make themselves look far more interesting than they probably really are.
I remember I think you posted an image of your face, but it was through a whole bunch of filters, and you looked like this really pretty brunette girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gave me hair, it gave me lipstick and plump lips. It turned me into a hot woman. And it's just a filter. And there are so many people using various levels of those filters. I know guys that use them. I mean,
yeah, I always wonder, why do guys do that?
Because they're bitches.
But do they think they look better? Because women like wrinkles. Women like you looking your age.
I don't know what I think they're insane. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't understand it.
Or maybe they spend so much time on these platforms that you don't realize. 'Cause I do think that when people spend so much time on there, they lose track of reality.
Sure.
And they start to think that's what they see is reality. And so if they don't look like that, even if you as a man have a couple wrinkles, maybe think they need to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. You know, I think social media capture is absolutely a real thing. And just like the environment that you exist in the social world, like the group of your friends, sort of dictates how you think about things and how you behave and how you communicate. I think that's also the case if most of your interaction with human beings is this surface level digital interaction that's enabled by social media. I think you just get a very distorted understanding of what it's like to be a person.
Yeah.
And it's leading us in an sort of like an unhuman direction, you know, and that's the thing that disturbs me the most about the trajectory of the human race. It's like it's moving us, even though we're more connected than ever before digitally, we're more disconnected than ever before emotionally. And with these things like AI and virtual reality and VR headsets and and augmented reality. It's really spooky to me because I feel like it's an inevitable abandoning of the human race.
See, this is how I feel, and this is what I find interesting about it, because like with sex robots, the first time I heard of a sex robot was probably maybe 10 years ago, and it was this video, and a bunch of people, I was in graduate school, sent me this video because I knew I was studying sex. And it was, I don't know if either of you, Jamie, has seen this video, but it went viral, and it was this early version of a sex robot, but it was like the silicone face with a wig. And I'll say she was eating a banana, but she wasn't actually eating a banana. And it was basically like this head attached to a broomstick and had a sheet over it. And so you couldn't see the rest of the robot. You just saw the face of it. But then the manufacturer shows you it's just like a broomstick. So what I thought was interesting is that even though it looks so hilariously bad, that there was obviously a market for it because so many people were interested in looking at this video, and also that people were buying this product. But now you fast forward, I think it was like 5 years ago, there's a huge, I would say, not moral panic, but there was a lot more discussion about it. They said the robots are coming. I don't think the technology was quite there yet. I wrote about it quite a bit at the time. And now they're saying in probably another year or two is going to be really coming in terms of the popularity that these robots are going to be incorporated into everyday life in some cases. Because when I think of social media, the internet, AI, like you said, is becoming so mainstream and so ubiquitous. What's going to happen when we have these robots that are now being integrated into human life? And what happens when the technology does get so good that they are more human-like and they are able to meet people's emotional needs and maybe even physical needs? What's going to happen to us then?